Yeah, hi. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a little late out of date NXT takeover. Well, NXT Stand and Deliver 2023 review. Um, I'm recording this right after WrestleMania Night 2. I watched the show right after WrestleMania Night 1. Didn't have the time to record, especially because like I didn't want to drink my Coca-Cola when I had no time to enjoy my Coca-Cola in the style glass magnificently because by the time I finished the show, it was Ramadan, I was fasting, so I'm just like, and plus just was busy. So anyways, grab your Coca-Cola, drink nice, 5 minutes, and bitches go. Oh shit, oh shit. Let's talk about the show for a little bit. For NXT Stand Deliver, again, I don't like that the show was during WrestleMania weekend. I don't like this show was on daytime. That's why I didn't have the time to review it. But I will say the show was not too bad. I enjoyed that the show was not in the performance center. I enjoyed that the show was on an arena. I just wish that NXT was more in the arena than just on the performance center. I think that's how the show will improve more. I like when the shows are outside the performance center. I think that they should continue doing that. Why not put them on the road? It would help, I think, get them these talents better for the main roster by having them on the road, being in arenas. I think why not? Why not do that? I think it'll be really good for them. I don't think it's hard for them to have a Tuesday show in the arena. Like, why not? I do think it'll be a great idea. Having them like on Tuesdays on the road, getting them these wrestlers even ready, and I think it'll add a better feel for the show. I like the show aesthetically wise better, and I just thought the show was more better just being in the arena than just in a performance center, in my honest opinion. Performance center should be used for like to just get these wrestlers like ready for to showcase. Because again, you're doing the show on TV now. You're showcasing these wrestlers. Again, I'm not a big fan like the Raw means. These guys are coming from NXT. But if you're gonna have people watch NXT, like it should like wow, this could be a future guy. You know what I mean? Again, I think like if you're gonna introduce a wrestler after WrestleMania, you should introduce wrestlers with vignettes and all that kind of stuff. Like how they did with Rusev when he's coming to main roster and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, let's talk about the show for a little bit because I don't want to. I don't want to take too long with this. To the pre-show, Tyler Bate and Chase University defeats the Schism, the Joe Gacy group. By the way, Joe Gacy looks like a fucking Captain Underpants. The guy fucking legit looks like a fucking guy just wrestling in his underwear as a fat guy. I will. It was an okay match. This was the Rock's daughter's first match, aka Ava Rain. They were teasing that Duke Hudson was going to turn on the Chase University, but then like he ends up staying part of the group. It was okay. I don't know why this match was not part of the official show, but it is what it is. The match was fine. The first match of the official show, though, Indy Hartwell defeats Roxanne Perez, who was the champion. Zoe Starks, Gigi Dolan, Lana Valkyrie, and Tiffany Stratton in a ladder match for the women's title. So they started. I would rather if there was no pre-show. I thought the pre-show match was fine. Like, whatever. I didn't really care for much, but it was intriguing a little bit, I guess. Just like, oh, was he going to turn or whatever. The ladder match, for a women's ladder match, it actually wasn't too bad. I just like really Indy Hartwell. I know Smart's like, oh my gosh, she finally did it. Like, I don't really care for Indy Hartwell. I think she has a weird face, and I don't really care for Indy Hartwell. So I just don't care. I don't mind. Like, I thought, the story would be, oh, is Roxanne Perez gonna survive because she had a heart, like she fucking passed out after a match and blah blah blah. But she didn't. She didn't survive as champion. She still defended the title, but then she was still like, obviously, maybe I was hoping either Gigi Dolan, Tiffany Stratton to win. It is what it is. I don't really care for Indy Hartwell. I just think she's like a bland woman to win the match, in my honest opinion. So Gallus defeated the family, aka Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Dimes, like the Creed brothers, with the help of Joe Coffey, like their teammate. So like they're officially a heel now. The match was whatever. I didn't mind it. I actually didn't mind it as a short little tag match for the tag titles, so I'll give it that. The third match of the official show, Wesley defeats Axiom, Dragon Lee, Ilya Dragunov, and JD McDonough in a fatal 5-way match. The match was whatever. I didn't really care about this match because I just thought it's like just cruiserweight bullshit, or it wasn't really that impressive. I will say Dragon Lee He's not a bad wrestler as people are saying he is. So there you go. Like I think, or well, he's not. I get why people I guess like him. He's okay. He's impressive, I guess. But this was really just a cruiserweight match, which I didn't mind. It just I didn't really care much about because there's no story. That's the thing. There's no real story with this match, so I didn't really care for it. So the fourth match, Johnny Gargano defeats Grayson Waller by submission in the unsanctioned match. Obviously, this is the match that had a story. Again, I don't give a shit about Johnny Gargano, but I will give him credit that this match was not bad. This was a good, no disqualification match, This match, I guess, I give it credit that there's some trash cans, tables, candlesticks, chairs. It's like I'm happy they used like a trash can. It's been a long time you see trash cans in pro wrestling, even a no disqualification match like this. So I give credit with that match was good with the trash cans. You got a table spot with the power bomb. Council right did get involved. There was like like Johnny Gargano's child or whatever. Candice LeRae had a candlestick, but then she was about to get stopped by Grayson Waller, but then Gargano got some table spots. I get the problem with this match though was the lack of selling. I think the lack of selling with this match, which is what kind of hurts the match for me if I'm really enjoying this. I don't like there was a lack of selling after a big move, So that's my problem with this match. The match was fine. It was a fine no disqualification match, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't mind if this match was the main event. It made it seem like it could have been the main event, especially after this match, Samuel, freaking, what's his name? Dexter Loomis coming out along with Indy Hart. Oh, how can I forget? The reason how Indy Hart won, she's like, can I do it or whatever? She's hurting or whatever, but then Dexter Loomis was there to help her win the match, so that's how she won, which is okay. It's kind of cool. Alba Fire, Isla Dawn defeats Fallon Henley, Kiana James because Brooke Jensen because there's a tension between Brooke Jensen and Josh Briggs, the country boys they're gonna help Kiana James cheat. I'm happy Alba Fire and Isla Dawn won though, because they're by the way, they're hot redheads. So I'm happy the hot redheads won. I thought it was fun, and the match was fine for what it was. So I'm happy that happened. And the main event, Carmelo Hayes defeats Braun Breaker for the NXT title. Trick Williams got involved, so again, we're supposed to believe that Carmelo Hayes, he wanted to be a babyface, yet he's he's cheating, or Trick Williams is helping him. How does that make any sense? I don't know. I thought this would be a babyface versus babyface match. The problem with this match, there was not much of a story besides, they're the youngest main eventers, they're the youngest wrestlers, and the youngest main event in NXT history or whatever. I don't know. It is what it is. The match was not bad. I thought the match was not bad at all. It just it wasn't. It started out kind of weird, drag, kind of a little boring and not exciting. But then it got picked up, especially with the Trick Williams getting involved, and he gets sent out, and then but then cheated, whatever. There were some good moves. I like when the Braun Breaker did a spear, and then they knocked out even the referee. Carmelo Hayes did take advantage of eventually a code breaker and his finisher, which is basically just a diving leg drop when the guy is standing, and Braun Breaker show respect. I don't know why is he showing respect, but he kind of got cheated on. It would have been nice, maybe mention, but I still respect you type of deal. But yeah, Carmelo is a new NXT champion. Braun Breaker looks like he'll be in the main roster. I don't mind how that is. I don't mind him beating him. Definitely in the future main roster, Braun Breaker get his win back. You know what I mean? Because I don't see Carmelo Hayes as legit. He doesn't look believable in my opinion. But as long as he establishes a character with him, then sure. It just looks like he's a typical black guy, thing. If they look yo, man, I'm cool and shit, I love rap and crap, I'm all about partying and shit, I play. That's this thing. It's he's played out by other cooler black wrestlers, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to sound racist, though. But anyways, good for Carmelo Hayes. Overall, show was fine. Not worth wasting your time, going out of your way to watch the show. The show was fine. Till next time, peace, yeah, bye.